All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Gangsta Talk. The reason why I did this impromptu is because there's an issue that's really bothering me. Apparently, a lot of brothers and sisters don't know what anti-black is. So we're going to talk about that today here on Gangsta Talk. Dame is off right now. She's got some business to do. So we don't have any music playing. So I'm just going to go straight from the hip. So here's the deal. We got a lot of brothers and sisters that are supporting black people who are doing nothing but perpetrating hatred towards other black people. I mean, they're advocating anything from all-out violence to murder to child molestation and rape. It's gotten to the point now to where they've become so evil that when a black woman gets taken against her will, when she gets brutally raped, their response is she deserved it and it was her fault she got raped. Even if the woman is a little girl, they're doing the same thing with little girls. It don't even matter how old the girl is anymore. I mean, I've heard it as low as 3, that they blame the girls for being raped or being molested. And when we support people like this, then we don't care about our own people. See, we have too much of an individualistic mentality. That's why we're broken now and we can't seem to come together, because we all just seem to care about ourselves. But you see, for people to work together as a unit, to do what the Chinese are doing or do what other races are doing, what black people can't seem to do, you have to care about more than yourself. You have to care about your people, period. And that's something that we just don't do. I was just having a conversation with a brother on RBR's channel, Morris Anthony. Shout out to Morris Anthony. I found out that he was my elder. The brother said that look after his family. But you see, the family is what make up the community. Without strong families, you don't have a strong community. But I do understand that if families took care of themselves, the community would be stronger, right? But here's the deal. When we have that kind of individualistic mentality, it keeps us divided, it keeps us separated, and then we get picked off. And then it leaves the door open for these black devils to come in and cherry pick whatever section of black people that they see fit to exploit money from, all the while spewing nothing but hatred and keeping those type of black people at each other's throats, promoting gender wars, saying all kinds of violent, disgusting, pedophilic things. See, when you support people like that, you're anti-black, because those people are anti-black. A lot of you don't understand that those people are anti-black. You think they're cool. You think that they are somebody to listen to, somebody to be entertained by. Now, while you're being entertained, they're influencing young black people. And the young black people are going out here in these streets and they're behaving and they're performing like lunatics, attacking women and children, attacking each other. I'm starting to hear them as low as, 14, 15 years old now, spewing manosphere points. Imagine that. They've managed to influence the young. And we keep talking about, well, we're just going to protect ours. Well, you ain't going to have any hours to protect if we don't do anything to try to curb what's going on. But in order to successfully take care of what's happening, we got to give a damn about each other than ourselves. The difference between the 60s and what's going on now is that more black people cared about each other. That's why the families were so strong and the communities were so strong, because they all cared about each other. They cared about their families and cared about each family that was on one block or in one neighborhood. Everybody gave a damn about the other person. That's how you create unity. You don't create unity by just giving a damn about yourself and coming out and bragging about you take care of yours. Well, you're supposed to take care of yours, but we don't just take care of our own. We take care of our people, period. And that's the difference between us and other races and why they're so far ahead of us and we're so far behind. See, we keep thinking that white supremacy is holding us back from everything, but it isn't. We're holding ourselves back because we no longer practice group politics, group economics. We don't practice anymore. Everything is individualism. You can't get anywhere as a people with that kind of mindset. That doesn't work. That's why we don't have anything. That's why we only own 1% or one half of the wealth in this country. We should own much more than that, right? We're much more talented than that. We're better than that, right? But we don't, it doesn't show because we are completely divided. And all of us got that mentality to where we only give a damn about ourselves. It's not going to work that way. You can give a damn about yourself all you want, but you can also be isolated and taken out. You can be cherry picking. That's what's happening to us. They're cherry picking the hell out of us because we don't practice group think. We are all individuals, and we're attacking individuals here and there rather than attacking the groups that has just waged the war against us. I mean, do you hear what these groups are saying about black women, about black children, how black children are evil? This is an influence that goes down to the younger generation. This needs to be interfered with. We need to deal with this, but we can't deal with it if all we give a damn about is each other, ourselves. See, because if you just care about yourself and yours, then you can sit there and watch a black family being torn apart. You can sit there and watch a black family being invaded. You can sit there and watch a black family get the rug pulled out from under or get their house caved in because you don't give a shit. You see, the neighborhood that I grew up in, an outsider couldn't come in and do a damn thing to anybody in that community without somebody stepping to them because we cared about each other. We cared about the people next door. We cared about the people down the street. They cared about everybody. We cared about each other. So an outsider just couldn't come in and do anything. But as of right now, anybody can come into your community and do whatever they want to anybody black because none of y'all give a damn about the other person. You just care about yourself. As long as they're not invading your home or doing something to you, you don't give a fuck. As a matter of fact, some of you are so fucked up with the individual mindset, they can come through your neighborhood and wipe out every fucking black family on there and just leave you sitting there and you'll be fine with it. You'll be sitting there in a desolate, a devastated neighborhood giving an interview to them. Well, they came through and they knocked down this house first, they tore down this house second, and they did this one third or whatever. They'd be like, well, why didn't you do anything? Well, they didn't bother me. Well, when your next door neighbor was getting his house torn down, you didn't do anything? No, because it wasn't my house. See? I'm surprised most of our neighborhoods don't look like a wasteland. But it's getting there, right? Because when you look at all of the broken houses that are in our neighborhoods, all of the dilapidated structures, the lots with the rocks and the bottles in it, the car tires, stuff like that, your children have to play around that. Well, half of the time now, you can't even send your child out into the neighborhood to play with anybody because the neighborhood is so fucked up because you don't care. As long as no one is doing anything to your yard, you don't give a shit. Well, that doesn't get us anywhere. What that does is it gets us picked off. It gets our asses kicked. That's what it does. And that's how these groups, these factions can do what they do because they know that you are divided. And they know that most black people don't do anything but think about themselves. So they can come in and attack a family right next to you and you won't do shit about it. You probably won't even call 911 because they're not doing anything to you. If the next door neighbor's child gets raped, you don't give a fuck. It wasn't your child because you don't care about them or their children. That's why our neighborhoods are fucked up now And that's why people can do what they do to us. And you got these black devils now who are worse than white supremacists. They out here in the middle of your hood, attacking your women, attacking your children. One day they're going to attack one of your children. And then what you're going to say? Well, I didn't do anything about it because they wasn't messing with me. They wasn't messing with me and mine. Well, they're messing with you and yours now. And now nobody gives a fuck about you because the next person is practicing the same individual mentality that you're practicing. Now, here's the thing. We watch World Star Hip Hop. We watch all of these videos take place of black people attacking other black people doing all these things to black people, especially black women. And we think it's entertainment. We think it's funny until one of those women on there is either our mother or our sister or our daughter. Then it's not funny anymore. Then it's, well, how come somebody didn't do something? How come somebody didn't stop it? But we're not saying that when it's not our mother, our sister, our daughter, or our aunt, right? We're saying, wow, look at them crazy people on YouTube. Look at those crazy people on World Star Hip Hop. Man, that's fucked up. That's what we're saying. But when it's your daughter, your mother, your sister, your auntie, or your grandmother, then it's how come somebody didn't do anything? Well, they didn't do anything because you wouldn't do anything. When it wasn't your mother, your auntie, your daughter, your grandmother. And see, and some of you old heads, and I respect my elders, but some of you old heads got it twisted too. You think that your only job is to protect your own family. Well, as men and the leaders of our race, our job is not just to protect our families. It's to protect everybody's families. That's what the men are for. The men are the first and last line of defense. We protect our people, period. And that's what the men did when I was growing up. That's why nobody can just come into our neighborhood and snatch somebody's child. That's why somebody just couldn't come into our neighborhood and rape somebody's child. Because everybody in that neighborhood gave a damn about each other and looked after each other. And so today, we find excuses not to do that because we have an individualistic mentality. So we find excuses not to do that. You see, when you call somebody out for supporting anti-black people, the first thing they want to say is, well, I protect mine, so I don't give a fuck. I just think these guys are entertaining. Really? Well, they're cooking the minds of young boys. They're taking the minds of young boys and they're poisoning those minds against young black girls. So when one of them crazy ass boys slit the throat of one of your daughters or your mother or your sister, how do you feel then? Because it's going to happen sooner or later because this seems to be growing. There's no signs of it slowing down. So what are you going to say then? What are you going to do? And I've had this conversation with a couple of black folks, and I hate having this conversation with black folks because some black folks got some kind of mental block. It's a, I just don't give a shit mental block. No matter what you say, that mental block keep coming up. Well, I don't give a shit. Matter of fact, they got more than one mental block. They got another one. Well, I protect mine. Well, you ain't going to be able to protect yours much longer if this continues, because if this continues and gets even worse, you and yours are going down. Then what? When you become overwhelmed, at that point, are you going to wish that you had more help? Will you say, well, damn, how come my brothers in the community didn't help me? They saw me being overwhelmed and everybody just looked and they filmed it from World Star Hip Hop. Or if your daughter is being raped or in the process of being killed by some other crazy black people, they're just filming it. And you on there crying, oh, Lord, my baby, why didn't somebody stop it? Well, they didn't stop it. It's because the reason why they didn't stop it, because they think like you think. They think like you do. They don't give a shit because the person that's being fucked up isn't one of their own. When in fact it is one of their own. So you've been now, of course, we all know everybody black ain't black, right? I get that. But those of us who do understand the black people that stand with us, we need to stand with them against these anti-black devils. So I'm gonna tell you right now, what's causing us the greatest harm right now are these anti-black devils. Because they're close to us in our vicinity. They're in the hood. They can get where white supremacists can't go, and they get to attack our women, and they're killing children as well. So they seem to be doing some serious and heavy damage right now. But all you can get from black niggas is, well, I protect mine. You don't want to protect the people in your neighborhood, your neighbors and stuff like that. You see, you don't think like that anymore. That's why your neighborhood is in ruins. And that's why a white boy can come in and infect a whole bunch of women and give them all diseases because the men in that community aren't together and they're not strong enough to defend that community because they don't have that mentality. They don't have a family mentality. They don't have a group mentality. They have an individualistic mentality. And when you stand alone, you get taken down alone. You understand? It's easier to overwhelm you when you stand alone. You can be as tough as you want. You can have as many guns as you want, but if you're by yourself, you can't shoot everybody and you ain't stronger than everybody's going to be coming against you. So they're going to overwhelm you. So all of that, I just protect mine, it's not going to work at that point. You need other people to stand with you. We're in a war. And our enemy has deployed another enemy that looks just like us that can get close to us. I call them the new faces of white supremacy. The black hand of white supremacy. These Negro devils, known as the Manosphere, and the Sissy Bims, and all these other factions that spew all this hatred towards our women and children, who influence young boys to hate women, who encourage brothers to not pay child support, encourage brothers not to take care of their children, encourage brothers to get women to give more abortions. Oh yeah, these black devils, they're doing a number on us right now. Now, I was over in RBR's chat today, and he was being attacked every which way but loose. Now, RBR's a crazy dude. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, the smoke they have for him, I don't see this smoke for these black devils, though. And, you know, our mind, our mentality is screwed up. We're so sensitive to what somebody says about us personally, but when the sentiment is this, when you look at the guys who sit here and tell you that the lives of our women and children don't matter, where are you? My bad, y'all. So where are you then? Where are you at with that? Where are you at when they tell you that the lives of your women and children don't matter? Now, understand something. If they tell you that black women's lives don't matter, they're also talking about your little daughter. You know that little beautiful girl that whose eyes you look into, who is the heart of your life. They're saying that her life has no value. Now, I don't understand why you're not over there railing against them. You're railing against some guy that everybody deems as a nutcase. Well, if they deemed him a nutcase, then why are you over there wasting your time? What about these black devils who are devaluing the lives of our women? Do you have any idea what that's doing to us? They're making it dangerous for our women to even do something as simple as go to the damn store without being attacked. A woman was brutally attacked just going to the liquor store to get herself some wine. They beat her up and try to bite her face off. Who do you think did that? Young black men who are under the influence of these older people in the manosphere and these factions who are telling them that the lives of women, black women, don't matter. And so when you think that somebody's life don't matter, then you don't care what you do to them, nor do you care what happens to them. And so these young boys get it in their mind that the lives of our women do not matter. And so they believe that their behavior against them will go unpunished, and then there's no problem. There was no consequence for their behavior. That's what they're being told. And we're worried about some dude that we think is crazy going at it with some white dude. Who cares? I don't care nothing about that. I care about these black devils who are devaluing the lives of our black women. That's more of a pressing matter. That's something that's starting to get out of control because our women are being attacked, and they are attacked by guys who are under this influence, who don't like women, who hate black women. And where do you think that hatred comes from? It's not coming from white people. Well, then again, it is because they're the ones who built the manosphere. And you think about this for 1 second. You got a white manosphere. What are you doing with a black one? Why do you think a black one exists because they're trying to help black people? That they're doing something good for black people? What the fuck is a black version of the manosphere doing exist? So you want to copy everything these white boys are doing. You don't want to be a man and do your own thing aside from white men to show the world that you are men. No, you want to copy what they're doing. You want to bring that hatred to your own people, that kind of confusion and disdain for your own people. Again, I ask you, the original manosphere is white. What are we doing with a black version? We may as well have a black version of the KKK while we at it. Excuse me. And so people want to come on and argue when you call them out. And then they want to grandstand and say they protect theirs, which don't mean shit in the grand scheme of things, because that's where we are, right? We're in the grand scheme of things, because when you look at us as a whole, we don't protect each other, nor do we protect our women and children. The people that need the most protection, we don't protect. So how are you protecting? We're all black people. Now, of course, we have some black devils that we have to fight against, but we can't fight against them if we have an individualistic mentality and not give a damn about what's happening to good black people. Of course, I know all black folk. It's not black folk. That's my point. We need to fight against the black folk. That's not black folk. They don't get to run amok in our community. Since when do non-black folk or black folk that look like black folk, who ain't really black folk, get free reign to run amok in our communities? And we do nothing about it. What? We're not going to do nothing about it because we're saying that they're not black folk? Is that your answer to the situation? They're killing our women and children. And so our answer is, well, they're not black. They're not black folk. What is that supposed to do? It isn't stopping what's going on. And my thing is, if you think a person is crazy, then why are you entertaining that person? Why your attention is over there with someone that you think is crazy? We need attention paid to these black devils that are over here causing damage in our community. I'm talking about real physical damage. You got fools blowing holes in the faces of women the size of softballs with AR-15s, saying that they had to protect themselves. Manosphere rhetoric, trying to make the black woman seem masculine, so they can justify killing her. So they can justify saying that she's some type of physical threat. And you guys are falling for it. You're falling for it. You're feeding into that poisonous rhetoric. Running around talking about, well, she masculine, she masculine, she masculine. Then when they kill her and say things like, well, I fear for my life, you're going to buy it because you bought into the fact that she's masculine. You don't even realize the psychological programming that's taking place. You're being psychologically programmed to condone the all outright murder of black women. You are helping yourself to become desensitized to the lives of our black women and children because they're blowing the children away as well. They're killing them too. I mean, I'm hearing these guys saying that 3-year-old little girls are the reason why they get molested. When they get molested, it's their fault. They're black bitches. These guys call 3-year-old little girls black bitches. I've heard them say it. I sat there and watched some of the podcasts where they've said it more than once. Black bitches. 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, 9 years old, calling them black bitches. And when these girls get hurt or they get raped, they blame the girl. They blame the girl. It's her fault. It's her fault for being 9 years old. It's her fault for being 9 years old and a female. Had she not been 9 years old, had she not been a female, she would have never gotten raped. And what kills me is you cats think y'all got some serious smoke by running up on me talking about you take care of yours. That don't mean shit to me. We all supposed to take care of ours. What about taking care of each other? That's the reason why we're fucked up, because we don't take care of each other. I come from a time where we took care of each other. Like I said, you couldn't come in my community if nobody knew you. You wasn't coming in my community snatching somebody's child, raping somebody's kid. You wasn't doing that. There was too much security all up and down the block. Everybody looked out for one another because everybody gave a damn about each other. They cared about each other's children. I like to say I had multiple mothers and fathers because every mother and father in my damn neighborhood was my mother and father. And they looked after all the children in the neighborhood. That's what you call a strong community. But you don't have that no more because you got catch grandsons talking about, I take care of mine. Well, that's why the people around you are being decimated because you won't intervene because you don't give a damn about the next black man. Because your mentality is individualistic and your stance is, well, everybody black ain't black. That's the answers I get, right? We sit up here and we watch these black devils day in and day out, spew all this hatred, try to poison the mind of our young boys. And we got motherfuckers who can do something about it. They don't want to do nothing about it because they're going to tell you, well, everybody black ain't black. So that's their excuse to not do a damn thing about anything. And then here we go, right, with this shit here. When you call people out, they want to give you a sermon, right? Man, back in, 2012 and all this, 1782, I sat in the boycott Well, you're not doing that now. You may have sat in on a boycott 300 years ago, but it's 300 years later, and you aren't doing anything now. You're sitting back and you're watching black people destroy other black people when you should be doing something about it. We wouldn't have let this go on back in my day. Now I'm gonna sit up here, I'm gonna pull it back in the day. Back in my day, we wouldn't let this happen. We wouldn't let niggas in the community sit there and talk crazy about hurting black women or advocating. But I wish, listen, if some dude, if a 3-year-old girl got raped, or a 9-year-old girl, a little girl got raped back when I was growing up, we wish a nigga would say, well, it was her fault. What? What? But they can get away with shit like that today, right? Because we got too many Negroes who are cowardly in nature and don't want to do anything about anything. They don't want that smoke. You want to argue, you want to yell, you want to flex, but you don't want to do the right thing. You don't want to do what's really needed to turn this shit around. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Oh, Sweet Pea, you made it over. So you don't want to do anything to curb this. See, I got a serious problem with punks like the Manosphere and the Sissy Bills and all the other fucking factions. See, I love black women because my mother was a black woman. My sister's a black woman. All my sisters are black women. My wife's a black woman. I don't want my wife to walk out here in the street or drive somewhere and I'm not around and she can't do something as simple or as easy as go to a department store or go shopping because some nutcase is waiting with a bunch of Manosphere bullshit in their head, right? Thinking that black women lives don't matter. I don't want my wife to become a victim of a piece of shit like that. I don't want any black woman to become a victim of a piece of shit like that. See, I keep hearing a bunch of excuses. Well, all black folk ain't black folk. So what? We know that. That's why we're fighting against the ones who aren't black folk. Because the ones who aren't black folk are fucking us up. The ones who aren't black folk are trying to influence the young boys who are black folk. And they're trying to influence them to become anti-black folk, anti-black woman folk, anti-black children folk. Excuses. We got too many cowards. Even you old heads, man, you guys are cowardly. You know what it's here, and it's sad. I didn't come from a generation that spewed cowards. You got people so hell-bent on spending their time fucking with a guy that they think is a lunatic. In the meantime, you got the Manosphere out here turning young boys against women. Why aren't we spending our time over there shitting on them? Trying to break their influence so that a woman can go to the goddamn store in peace and not be attacked and have her damn face nearly bitten off. Or some fool put a hole in her head the size of a damn softball with an AR-15 and ask people to like and share the video talking about, I had to defend myself, I had to defend myself. You defending yourself from two women, a mother and a daughter, with a freaking AR-15? Seriously? They didn't get a chance to defend themselves. They never had a chance. But you see, when this shit happens, You got niggas sitting up here talking about, well, it was their fault. What did they do? See, this is the kind of shit you got out here. This is the kind of fucking corroded mind that you have out here now. Well, what did they do? What did they do to him? See, I'm concerned with that. I don't give a fuck about somebody going back and forth. Fuck JB Gunner. I'm concerned about these black devils who are directly affecting black people. JB Gunner didn't gun them 2 black women down. JB Gunner didn't kill that black woman and all 5 of her kids. Those were niggas. And you know what? And what kills me is you got my talking about something. Yeah, later for that, man. But anyway, let me get at this coon nigga over here. He dancing for $5. He's singing for $5. Man, fuck, I don't give a fuck about that. Like I said before, all these Negroes are dancing and singing for white folks. What is your point? You can pick any number of Negroes out here right now that's singing and dancing for night and wearing dresses for white folks. So you tell me, motherfucker, sung and danced for $25 or $5. Did he put a dress on too? Because they doing that too. What about these black devils who are advocating all-out violence against our women and children? Who are saying that our women shouldn't be protected? Who are saying that the black woman is masculine? Trying to desensitize people to the lives of our women and children. So there'll be no consequence when there's brutal violence taken out against them. What about that? What do we do to stop that? How come we're not up in arms about that? How come we don't give a shit about that? Why are we more concerned about some nigga that you said is crazy singing and dancing for $5 on cracker? You know how many buck dancing niggas out here I see all the time? I saw a motherfucker at goddamn Popeye singing and dancing for chicken. I don't give a fuck about that. I see that shit all the time. Not concerned with that. There's gonna be buck dancing Negroes out here. I care nothing about that. I care about what these black devils are doing because they have direct access to us. See, they can go where white supremacists can't go. This is why I call them the black hand of white supremacy. They can infiltrate the hood. That's what I'm concerned with. And they are the guys who make these all-out videos saying all of these disparaging things about black women that you go in and watch and you get your little cash apps for. Now you tell me which is worse. A nigga that you think is crazy that's singing and dancing for $5 for some cracker, or a motherfucker that's sitting up in a goddamn 2 and 3 hour live where they do nothing but spew nothing but a hatred for black women and children, and you giving them cash apps. The latter is worse for me, because I see buck dancing coons all the time. That ain't no big deal. I don't care about no coons buck dancing. I care about what these black devils are talking about, because they are affecting us. They're getting young boys to attack girls with that rhetoric, with that anti-black female rhetoric. I'm starting to hear these boys at the age of 14. I don't want to be with no girl. I can't stand girls. I hate girls. Don't even know how to say the word woman anymore. Don't even know how to say the word lady anymore. Every woman is a bitch now. They can't even say the word woman anymore. It's just bitch, 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 bitch. They have no respect. And as men, it's our responsibility to make sure our boys are raised with respect. Respect for authority, respect for our women and our children. That's our job. Apparently, we aren't doing a good job if we're doing a damn job at all. Because they have absolutely no goddamn respect for our women and children. They don't care anything about their lives. And when you look at these motherfuckers in the manosphere and the sissy bims, they advocate that shit. They're having a field day right now because Derek Jackson absolutely devastated his wife. They think that shit is funny. That shit is entertainment to them. The suffering of our black women is entertainment for these niggas. Where are you niggas at with the smoke? Don't tell me you over some dude's channel who you think is a lunatic, buck dancing for a white dude. I don't care nothing about that. Where's your smoke for these black devils who are teaching the value of our black women and children's lives? Where's your smoke for them? Oh, I get it. You don't watch them dudes, so you don't go over there. So I guess if you don't watch them and you don't go over there, I guess you feel you shouldn't do nothing. Well, if we all felt like that, I guess nothing will ever get done, right? And things will continue to get worse because we all feel that since we don't watch these niggas, we ain't got shit to do with it. See, that's that individual mentality, right? That's that, well, I protect mine. Well, when you get got and everybody around you with the same mentality that you have, and you get overran, you get overwhelmed, make sure you keep that same fucking mentality when you're going down. When something happens, something heinous or tragic, God forbid, happens to one of the women and children in your family. See, I'm not trying to let it get to that. I give a damn now. I see what's going on. We got the black hand of white supremacy infiltrating the hood, teaching hatred to our young boys. And they are being effective because these young boys are going out and attacking young women. They're also killing kids too. Do I have to bring up the nigga who shot his 3-year-old 3 times? Not supposed to care about somebody you say is a nutcase buck dancer for a few dollars? What baby did he shoot? What 3-year-old baby did he shoot 3 times? You see, we got a fundamental issue here of what's really important. You see, when I look at somebody you call as a coon who buck dancing for singing for $5 or $10 versus a black man shooting a 3-year-old baby 3 times, to me, the one who shot the baby 3 times outweighs the nigga who's buck dancing for $5 or $10. I don't give a shit about no buck dancing. I care about that brother who shot that black baby 3 times. See, because that directly affects us. He's trying to take the life of one of our young black people. That coon that's buck dancing, he's just humiliating himself. That's all he's doing. That's not taking the life of a young black person. But that nigga that shot that baby 3 times, and the one who shot those women with that AR-15, they're taking black lives. I care about that. Give a damn about somebody buck dancing. Get in line. A lot of these niggas is buck dancing out here. What do you think the whole music industry is doing? Buck dancing, buck singing, buck hopping, buck kicking. Whatever you want to come up with, just put buck in front of it. Buck wearing dresses, buck wearing high heels. So any word you want, but make sure you put buck in front of it. You got guys over there making these long ass streams about how much they hate black women, how our black women. You're trying to get our women categorized as masculine. Psychological manipulation. Because if you see them as masculine, you won't feel for them. If you think that they're men, you say, okay, well, she's a man, so she can take care of herself. Never mind that he blew her head off. She's a man. She's masculine. So you're letting yourself be played psychologically. About your history, because you see, the way I see it, if you're not fighting against these black devils, you don't have no credibility to call somebody a coon. I don't care if he buck dancing or not. Not fighting against these black, you ain't calling these black devils out. I call these black devils out every chance I get, because they are killing our women and children, and they're getting our women and children killed. I don't want to hear shit about everybody got their own mind. No, they don't. Apparently they don't. People get influenced, especially young people. They get influenced. And since we're doing a lousy job raising boys, we got a bunch of boys running around here like peripatetic fools searching for guidance, and they get it from guys like this who program this bullshit into their minds. I mean, some of them now has gotten to the point where, like I said, they can't even say the word woman anymore. Everything is a bitch. I heard two guys talking, and they talked for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And said 3 English words. Everything else was bitches. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Yeah, that bitch, bitch, bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. What's up? Bitch, 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 bitch. That's all they say. They don't even speak English anymore. They speak bitch. And where do you think that comes from? That comes from failed black leadership. Failed black male leadership. That's where it comes from. Absentee fathers, nowhere, guys are nowhere to be found. You got your boys out here on the street growing up in trash bags. And you want to blame the black woman for you not doing your job, you not being on your job. They got nothing to do with I'm a man. No, you're not. If you're a man, you got children, you ain't taking care of. Don't come to me talking about you a man. I'll see that you're a man, right, when I see your children. Your children will let me know if you're a man or not. If I see how they're being raised, that'll let me know if you're a man or not. But if you come to me talking about you're a man and your son don't know who his daddy is, or only seen you once, and ain't seen you in 17 years, can't tell me you no man, dog. That's not something a man would do. See, one thing I don't have a problem with, I don't have a problem with people being honest, even if I don't agree with what you're being honest about. I can respect people who are honest, people who come up here and say, look, this is what it is. You may not agree with it, you may not like it, but this is what it is. See, I can work with somebody like that, right? Because somebody like that is acknowledging what the problem is. What I can work with is motherfuckers that come up here and deny shit. They sit up here and try to act like we ain't at fault for what's going on and try to blame everything on black women, which is bullshit. You know it's bullshit. I wish somebody would come up here and try to tell me different. Let me take a look at the chat. Shout out to hold on one second, Anthony. I gotta get the okay, there goes Dan. Dan, throw the Dan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was just checking in.
Throw the link out in the chat, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my man Morris Anthony, come on up. Let's have that talk. Yeah, I was talking to Morris over there on RVR. Found out that he's my elder, so I'm gonna draw it back a little bit because the man is my elder. So, but we're gonna have a discussion. And sweet people, you want to come up here? You can come up here too. Matter of fact, everybody who wants to smoke with me today, come on up.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do that.
We're gonna have a discussion. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, I left out of there when he started talking about you shouldn't have killed the wife, but I left that alone. I stepped off after that. I hated to break the news to him, but I don't like white people either. So, uh, okay. Who we got? Who we got? Damn, there's two of you up there.
Yeah, I'm still here. Oh, I don't know how I got there twice, but I'm gonna straighten it out.
Can y'all hear me in the chat? I put in one if y'all can hear me. He doxed you? Yeah, come on up, Elder Anthony. Let's finish talking, bro. I ain't talked to an elder in a while. The link is in the chat. There, you put the link in the chat. Can they hear me in the chat? Okay, good.
Okay. Right, the link is in the chat. I posted.
Sweet P, you can come on up here. Sweet P, you can come on up here too. I don't have no problem explaining myself. One thing about me, everybody know me, I'm also a man of integrity. If I'm wrong about something, I will admit that I'm wrong. I'm not one of these little scared Negroes that you see on YouTube faking the funk. I'm the real motherfucking deal. But like I was saying, you see, I got a problem with these black devils, like I said, because they have direct access to us. And this seems to be going over everybody's head, what these devils are doing. And we can't get at them and defend our sisters and our children if we don't have an individual mindset. It's not going to work. You're just going to stay divided and be spread further apart and become willful targets for your enemies. We need to practice group think and give a damn about each other. That's how you create maximum protection for your people. That's the way the neighborhood was I was growing up in. We got to recreate that. So we don't let people coming out of community who are predators, who are snatching children, who are coming in and giving black women diseases and spreading those diseases around the community. How do you let a white boy come into your community and spread disease? So let me take a look and see if anybody got that. Okay, I don't see nobody as yet. I'm up here by myself, y'all, so I'm driving and I'm talking at the same time. So, but let me take a look see if anybody's in the back. I don't see anybody yet. Okay, so it's just me. All right. I'll be taking a look at the chat every now and then. Hassan, you ain't doing nothing, man. Come on up to the fab with me for a minute. I'll talk with both of y'all. See, because here's my problem. You know, if RBR is crazy as y'all think he is, why y'all go over there wasting your time? Now, it's your prerogative. You can do whatever you want. But we got bigger fish to fry than RBR. If he over there buck dancing and, and cooning to some cracker, all right. So what? We got bigger fish to fry. Let him coon his ass out. He ain't doing nothing but hurt himself. But these black devils are hurting our women and children. You call that RBR whatever you want, and that's your prerogative. But he don't advocate violence against black people. He most certainly wouldn't advocate no violence towards black women and children. He may be crazy, but he ain't that crazy. And I ain't never once heard him say that a young black girl who got raped by some animals, that it was her fault. But I heard several motherfuckers at a manosphere say that, and they continue to say that every time a black woman is a victim of some kind of brutal attack. I don't see nobody over there talking about something. Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all niggas lunatics. Y'all coons. And I go over there because I'm always gauging what it is. See, they block me on all those channels. They don't want it with me because they know what I'm about over here. That's why they stay the fuck away from over here. But I still see what's going on. I don't see nobody over there challenging them niggas. The people that do challenge them are all blocked. Is that what it is? Y'all afraid of being blocked? You're afraid to go over there and let them niggas know that what they're doing is fucked up and it's not right and it should stop? Or we gonna deal with it? You're afraid of being blocked? You having trouble? Okay, I can't get to the link right now. Okay, Hassan. And let me know if the link works, Hassan. If not, I gotta get Dane back in here. Because I can't do it right now, I'm driving. But yeah, y'all know me. This channel is a haven for black women. We love our black women and children over here. We defend our black women and children. It's a haven for black people to build positive relations. We encourage the brothers that come over here and build good relations with black women. There's no gender war over here. Black women don't get attacked over here. We don't allow that shit. We built this space to protect black women because they kept getting attacked every channel they went to. So that's what this space is for. It's pro-black / pro-black woman. And I give a shit about my people. I can't be the only one though. It's gotta be more than me. Can't be the only one sitting up here railing against this shit. And shout out to Taz. Taz is on it too. Shout out to the GOAT. Taz be getting these niggas too. But we can't be the only ones. We need more, man. More you brothers got to step up. This shit gotta stop, man. I was just looking at some article the other day. Some crazy ass nigga just killed 2 women. Black women. Young black women too. Some dude shot up, what was it? I think she was 6 years old. Shot her over was it a remote control? I can't remember. If anybody know about that article, I don't know if it was a birthday party or I'm not sure what it was. But I know it was crazy as hell. This rhetoric that they're spewing out, these factions, that black women's lives don't matter and black women's lives have no value. You have no idea how devastating that is. That is getting into the minds of these teenage boys. And they feel that if they attack women, there'll truly be no consequence. Because when these guys go live, 800-900 in the chat, a lot of them people in that chat are from the ages of 18 to 25. 18 to 25, that's why they're always talking about young people. They're trying to influence the young people because they're trying to destroy the race. Now, I don't want to sound like RBR and get all on the race thing or whatever, but you have to see what's going on here. If you can influence the younger generation, you can cause massive damage to a race because the young people are the future of the race. You know, fuck, like I said, fuck JB Gunner. I'm worried about what these black devils are doing over here because they are physically affecting our people. Out here shooting our women, shooting children. The one Negro who killed his own brother, and then killed all 5 of his children. That's what I'm concerned with. That's directly affecting us. I'm not concerned with some dude buck dancing. Could care less about somebody buck dancing. Shout out to the chat. Okay. All right, y'all. Hang tight. I got to get Dane back in here to fix the link. I can't fix it right now. I'm driving. And I can't deal with it. All right, Anthony. All right. Yeah, so you know, that's what I'm about over here. I'm about defending my people. And if I see you, because I frequent these channels because I'm always hawking these dudes because I hate them, because they're hurting our people. They're hurting our women. They're hurting our children. They're saying that our women don't need to be protected. They don't deserve protection. They're degrading our women, putting our women down. advocating violence against our women. Many of them don't even give a damn about their own mothers. I could never disrespect my own mother. How you gonna call the woman that carried you for 9 months and risked her life bringing you into this world a bitch? Just bitches. And so yeah, if I see you over there, I'm calling you out until you show me different. And my thing is, you're calling people coons, but if you're supporting them, then apparently you don't know what a coon is. You supporting people who are anti-black, then you don't know what a coon is. You can't support anti-black people, and they got the nerve to call somebody else a coon. And RBR been like that since day one. Nobody don't even pay RBR no mind no more. Apparently you guys must be new. Okay, nobody pays him any mind anymore. Everybody knew he was cracked up a long time ago. Nobody pays him any mind. He don't know what the hell he wants to do or say from time to time. Nobody cares about that. Y'all the only one that seem to be caring about it. Y'all not gonna say it. Y'all must be new. Don't give a damn about none of that, him buck dancing or nothing. I care about what these black devils are doing to our women and children. That's what I care about. I care less about RBR over there buck dancing and singing for JB Gunner. Fuck JB Gunner. I care about these niggas getting these on streams. Crazy out women. Black girls as young as 3-year-old bitches, and saying that even at their age, they're learning to manipulate men. What kind of pedophilic shit is that? Man, I still can't. Yeah, I can't see anybody. Yeah, like I said, y'all must be new, Anthony. RBR been like that for a long time, but nobody pays him any mind anymore. Everybody done chalked him up as crazy and don't really pay him no mind no more. Like I said, y'all must be new. If y'all caught up in him, y'all must be new. Because everybody who knows him don't pay him no mind. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, and so we got to understand what is anti-black. See, a lot of y'all don't understand what anti-black is because you think it's entertainment when they're saying these things. But it's not entertainment. They're influencing young boys. Now, I mentor younger people in my off time. I've had to straighten out a couple of teenagers. One boy was 17 years old, came to me and talking about, I don't need no woman. I can just live by myself and I'm cool with just my homies. I don't need women. Women make things bad. Why do women exist? I'm like, where'd you get that from? Listening to guys like Tommy Sotomayor. That's where you got it from. See, they're influencing these young boys. These young boys think that they're going to be okay if they just live with other boys, if they live with other males. You even got Kevin Samuels talking about men would be okay if there were no women, or if the women were in a subservient position to where they obeyed men, that men would be winning, right? Men would have more resources if they didn't have to take care of women and children. So how do you think that sounds to a young boy? Oh, I can have more if I don't have a wife and kids, or if I don't have a baby mama, or if I don't have a woman. And so this is why you see them hanging with each other all the time, right? They hang with each other all the time because they're more interested in black male love than black female love. They don't want love from women. They want the love from men. Because these guys are telling them that it's okay to be in love with other men. And it's not okay to be in love with women. That's what these Mac books and these pimp books teach these young boys. I keep trying to tell y'all, stop reading these damn Mac books and these pimp books because they're going to turn you into a homosexual. Those books are anti-female. Keep reading the books, you're going to end up turning into a homosexual. You end up hating women and loving men. So I just sent Dame. Hopefully she'll be back in here to fix the link. I can't get it because if I get off right now, the stream is going to stop. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the situation that we have right now that we need to address. You know, you guys seem to be concerned with the wrong things. If you got a black person out here that's cooning and buck dancing, that's their own personal humiliation. Not concerned with that. But when you have a large contingent of men who are teaching young boys to hate women and tell them that it's okay to not take care of your children, that's a big, big, big problem. Because that's what's hurting us. Some nigga cooning it up and buck dancing for a few dollars, that ain't hurting us. That's hurting him. What's hurting us is these young boys attacking these women and shooting these babies. And we can show you receipts. We can show you article after article after article, article after article. As we speak right now, 2 more just came in. Some fool just killed his girlfriend, his child, and I think her mother. Understand something. These ain't Pookies and Ray Rays. These are regular average black dudes in the neighborhood who've lost their goddamn mind because they're listening to this BS on social media. And you know how I know these cats are on social media? Because when they do these killings, they get on Facebook, they get on YouTube and make videos about it. That's how you know that they're on social media. And they're on social media being influenced. How you think that guy with that AR-15 pulled off what he pulled off? After he murdered those women in cold blood like that, what did he say? Like, share, and subscribe. So what does that tell you about him being on social media? So these guys are on social media, frequent these channels, listening to this anti-woman hate. And then he also bought into the masculinity thing because he said, "Oh, I had to protect myself with an AR-15." Every time I think about that's one of the worst murders I've ever seen. He put a hole the size of a softball into this woman's head. Man, that killed man. That hurts every time I think about it. That shouldn't be happening, man. We shouldn't have lunatics like this running around. And these lunatics are possible because we don't have enough fathers. And the ones that we do have aren't doing a damn thing. That's why this shit is happening. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. You back, Hassan? Hassan, check the link and see if the link works. Now the links to be working fine. Abina is here. Abby. Yeah, the link is working, people. Abby. Okay, I can't even tell if anybody can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, y'all. Abby. Okay, I can't tell if y'all can hear. Can y'all hear me? I can't tell if anybody can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. I think my chat might be frozen. Abby. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, Dame will be up here in a minute. She's coming to check the link, see if the link works. Yeah, organic black. Yeah, they block anybody. You was back there, Hassan? I didn't. Hold on. See? Hold on. Okay, you're not there now. I don't know if Abby can hear me or not. Can you guys hear me, man? Okay, there goes Dan. Hey, Dan, can you hear me? I can't tell if they can hear me in the chat. All right, Dame is here to check the link. Dan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can somebody
Okay,
please let me know? Okay.
Mhm. Oh wait,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
show the
Let
back
Hassan
page.
up.
Hold on. Okay, there. Okay, there's Hassan.
Okay.
Oh,
Up here. Hassan, my brother.
Oh, what's up, Max? What's going on? Can you hear me?
Johnny Chiba. You at work?
Oh yeah, Johnny Cheever.
Yeah,
Yeah. Johnny Cheever's the name.
yeah. You at work?
I'm at work. Yeah, I just got here.
Oh, okay.
I was tuning in for an
Nah, man, I
hour.
did this straight.
For an hour and 22 minutes. I've been tuned into you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I did this stream because I had some flack over at RBR, and it made me want to get some smoke out about anti-blackness. A lot of these people don't realize that they anti-black.
Yeah. It's the
You know,
anti-black mentality, and definitely the rhetoric out there. Yeah. You were
they
saying
go,
earlier there. There could be a black KKK faction out there. As a matter of fact, I
yeah,
think it is.
it is. And they worrying about RBR over there buck dancing and cooning for
Right,
$5 from JB Ghana. Fuck that. What
right.
about
You
these
know what I'm
black
saying?
devils that's getting down women and children killed?
Right. I mean, worrying about
No.
someone buck dancing is very
Yeah,
trivial and
exactly.
irrelevant to the matter of what's going on with us as a community on the grand scope of things, as you would say.
Exactly. And then, that individual mentality, all it
Yeah.
does is hurts us, man. We got to have a group think type mentality. I was talking about my community where if you was an outsider, you couldn't come into my community and do nothing to no one.
Oh, yo, those were the days, Max. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Especially the the older dudes, they were
Yeah,
regulating. You know what I'm saying? Anyone, it could be me, just
exactly.
walking by the neighborhood. Yo, what you doing in this
Yeah,
neighborhood, yo? Who you know?
exactly.
I'm like,
Exactly.
damn, man. Just all right.
That's
Well,
be
where you going? Oh, okay. I didn't
well that
understand
was
it back then, but now I'm like, damn,
yeah.
I miss those
And you
days.
right. And because we don't have that anymore, we got too many Negroes talking about all they do is care about their own.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you don't have that in your community no more. That's why the community lays in ruins. And anybody can come in your community, steal your children, rape your children, and do whatever because you don't give a shit. You don't care about the next person, family living right next to you or across the street from you. See, my neighborhood, all the families cared about each other. All of the mothers and fathers in the neighborhood were my mother and father. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
I
sir.
had a bunch of motherfuckers. My two biological parents, plus all the surrogate parents on the goddamn block were damn parents.
And the uncles. Can't forget the uncles,
Exactly.
bro. My
Exactly.
uncles held me down. May God bless their soul. They don't transition down, but you know what I mean?
Right.
Those were
And we
my
got
guardian angels. Those were our guardian angels. They
right.
definitely, you know what I mean, protected. You know what I mean? They were a force to be reckoned with in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? People gave
Right.
them their respect and they kept it moving.
Exactly. And we got this individual mentality, about just taking care of your own. Well, see, that's the problem. But you see, when there comes a time where you're being overwhelmed, you're gonna wish you had some help from your fellow brothers and sisters. when they're
Right.
trying to take you and your family out.
Right.
And then we sit up here and we talk about we going to the chat rooms and supporting motherfuckers who are spewing anti-black woman hatred. It's okay, and you think it's entertainment until that shit finds its way to your daughter or your mother or your sister, or your auntie, your grandmother.
Right. And we don't think about those things. You know what I'm
No,
saying? I mean, because we got women
right,
in our family. They have women in their family. They have a
right,
lot of women in their family. I'm sure
right.
these I mean, they don't want no one like us to talk to them any old kind of way, disrespect them, call them black bees and all that. Come on, that's
Oh
really
man,
unnecessary, right? Especially
man,
coming
I
from a
listen
black
to
man, Max. Max,
man,
coming from a black man to say that? Really?
exactly, man. I listen to these brothers, these two brothers talk. They don't even know how to say the word. They don't even speak English anymore. They just speak bitch. That's all they say. They don't even know how to address a woman anymore. They don't even care about addressing a woman properly anymore. They can't even call a woman a woman. Can't even say the word woman, girl, female, nothing. Just bitch every day. All of them are bitches. That's
Right.
all they say. And they get that from these anti-motherfuckers spewing this bullshit. That's why I
Yeah.
always rarely get these motherfuckers read these goddamn MacBooks. Stop reading that shit. It's gonna
Yep.
turn you into a homosexual.
Definitely. And I
Yeah,
always thought that in the back of my mind, like, what are these pimps about? They have this attitude, this sentiment, like they
right.
hate women, like women are just
Exactly. They hate
their
women.
natural born enemy. And you know,
Right.
I'm like, well, why you want to deal with them? Oh, they want to deal with them to control them and try to,
Yeah.
enslave them with some BS indoctrination that, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Some dude, I listened to some dude this morning on RBR talking about, yeah, he didn't bring her money back. So what he did was he made her crawl on her knees against rocks and shit, prove that she was sorry. That's
Yeah, yeah,
humiliation. So you want to humiliate this woman, and you got brothers sitting there talking about, oh, that's cool, man. He put that bitch in check. No,
yeah.
he humiliated and he abused her.
And that's what they do. They are master manipulators and they will humiliate you.
Yeah. You got these niggas talking about, oh man, yeah, man, he put her. See, because that's what they want to do. These Mansfield dudes, they want to be able to degrade and humiliate, and abuse women and get away with it.
Yeah,
This is why they keep talking about a black woman's life don't matter. Don't matter.
right. And then you said something else. You was like, yo, like we have to like protection has to be discussed. Why should that even be a discussion? That's natural. That should be in our DNA. If we see our natural counterpart, our woman in harm's way, we are there to protect because that's what men do. You know what I'm saying? They don't
Uh
get in these chat rooms and things of that nature on someone's live stream, talking and discussion and having all these discussions about protecting black women. Like, why is that even a
huh.
conversation? You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, because you got niggas who are fucked up, man. You want to sit up here and spend all your time and energy calling somebody a coon, but yet you in these chat rooms supporting these anti-black niggas.
Right. And Max, correct me if I'm wrong, because I got you here. Do we see like the Puerto Ricans like? Do they think like this? Hell no.
Nope.
We sit there and be like, yo, man, Puerto Ricans stick together. Well, that's what they're supposed to do. Oh, the
As a matter
Mexicans sticking together. Well, that's what they're supposed to do. Yo,
yeah,
them Haitians, man, they be sticking together. Well, that's what they're supposed to do. Or the
and some of
Jamaicans,
it,
man, no, that's what they're supposed to do. Damn it.
well, some of the Spanish, right?
Right.
They part of the manosphere. They help black men to hate black women.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's what's all right. Well, I gotta check that out because, like, most Spanish people that I see and that we might see, they're especially with family, you see, the kids, the wife, and the man is always behind them, always there. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
see. That's what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're gonna like talk about a few of them are going into the manosphere spaces and listening to this crap, then I'm like, all right, well, that's news to me.
Nah. My thing is, like I said, man, we shouldn't up here wasting our time with the wrong stuff, man. I don't care nothing about no dude buck dancing.
Because you're right. If he's buck dancing, then he's humiliating himself. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
pretty much doing what he's doing. He got to
yeah,
answer himself at the end of the day. His
exactly.
buck dancing ain't got nothing to do with me, and it damn sure ain't got nothing to do with you and your situation or us as a community. It really don't.
Nope. He hurting himself.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So he could buck, he has his right to buck dance. You know what I mean? If he could walk, he could dance. So if he could buck dance, then hey, that's his prerogative. I ain't got, he
Talking
ain't
about,
bothering me.
he's singing and dancing for white folks. Man, a lot of these niggas are singing and dancing for black folks.
Right. You know what I'm
What you
saying?
think is going on in
Right.
this? Yeah,
We got a whole record industry that's
yeah,
dedicated to singing
singing
and
and
dancing for
dancing for
white
white,
folks. Okay?
and and niggas wearing dresses for white folks.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about yeah, right.
Wearing
They're wearing blonde wigs
dresses
too.
too. So you
Yeah, they're
telling me a
wearing
nigga
blonde wigs
singing and
for a
dancing for
career.
white folk?
Right.
That don't do nothing for me. All these niggas is singing and dancing for white folks
You know what I'm saying?
and
Right. I mean,
compromising their own sexuality.
thank you. We've been doing that for some time now. This is why it's called the
Yeah,
entertainment business. This is what we do.
right. Singing and dancing. Yeah. Well, he's singing. He sung a song with JB Gunner, and he got $5 out of it. Shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? $5 more than what he had in his pocket. Yo, Max, you're Borgin, I believe.
Shit, if you're gonna sing, get something for it. Don't sing for free.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit. And if he's
Nah.
singing, if he's singing with JB Gunner, who is he hurting? Himself. He's not
Yep.
hurting no black woman. He ain't shooting no black baby 3 times.
Nope. Hell no. He ain't doing none of those things.
Man, and you got niggas up there calling them all kinds of calling them lunatic, but you're not calling these dudes in the manosphere out their name at
Right.
all.
And that's the right.
And they trying to get you killed.
And that's the dirty laundry in our household that we need to get up out. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, heads ain't touching on that. They ain't talking about these issues. They're just talking about cooning or somebody trying to steal our voting rights or, this and that and the third, or maybe Derek Jackson. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We got a lot of other stuff that we could be talking about that, you know what I'm saying? Like that, the shooting of the baby, the shooting of them 2 black women, the young ones. I'm like, really? So that's what we doing now? That's what we do? As you said, Max, the black hand that works for white supremacy. Yo, Max, you're Borgin, bro. You're Borgin, Max. Well,